at division by chunking with friendly numbers in this clip. First, let's just look at some vocabulary that will help you. This sum says 24 divided by 4 equals 6. The number being divided, 24, is called the dividend. The number being divided by, 4, is the divisor. And the answer, 6, is the quotient. So why friendly numbers? This is a method of long division that plays on your strengths of doubling, halving, multiplying by 10 and 100. If you can do these things and additionally do column subtraction, then you can successfully do this method of division. So I have here a sum that says 241 divided by 32. I've drawn it in the division bus shelter, but I've made the tail here a lot longer than is usual, so it looks rather like the hangman's gallows from the word guessing game. This is so that I may separate out the chunks that I subtract from my dividend, 241, from the partial quotients that I will keep track of down the outside. So first we're going to do some friendly sums. You can all tell me that 1 times 32 is 32. Now can you double 32? Double 30 is 60 and double 2 is 4. So 60 plus 4 is 64. So if I have double one lot of 32, I must now have 2 lots of 32. What happens if I double 64? Well, double 60 is 120 and double 4 is 8. So 120 plus 8 is 128. Now if I have double 2 lots, I must have 4 lots of 32. So 4 lots of 32 is 128. Let's try multiplying by 10 now. What are 10 lots of 32? To multiply by 10, we move each digit up one place value column. So the 2 that was in the units column is now in the tens column. And the 3 that was in the tens column is now in the hundreds column. And we need a 0 placeholder in the units column to fix it all in place. So 10 lots of 32 is 320. Lastly, let's halve 10 lots of 32 to get 5 lots of 32. Half of 300 is 150 and half of 20 is 10. 150 add 10 is 160. So 5 lots of 32 is 160. Now when I look at my dividend of 241, I can see that I have done enough friendly multiplications to complete my division because 10 times 32 is 320, which is larger than my dividend, 241. The answer to these multiplication sums is called a product. Now, I look down my friendly sums to see which has the largest product that will fit into my dividend of 241. Well, 320 is too large, but I can fit in 160, which is 5 lots of 32. So I write 160 beneath my dividend, and I write the 5 here that represents 5 lots next to it in a circle on the outside. Now I subtract 160 from 241 using the column method. Remember to start from the units column in case you need to regroup or carry. So I'm left with 81. What I've done is taken a chunk off of my dividend to make it more manageable. I have removed 5 chunks of 32, that is 160, and I still have 81 bits that still need grouping into 32s. So I'm not finished yet because I still have that 81 to divide. So I repeat the process of looking for the largest friendly product which will fit into 81. My largest product is 64, which is 2 lots of 32. So I write 64 beneath the 81, and I remember to write the 2 because it's 2 lots of 32 down the outside here. Now I do the subtraction sum of 81 subtract 64, and that leaves me 17. Now 17 is smaller than my divisor, 32, so I know I cannot fit in any more groups of 32 into this 17. So 17 is my remainder. I just need to add up how many groups of 32 I did take off my dividend. The numbers in the circles here are the groups that I took off. So 5 groups and 2 groups is 7 groups. I took off 7 groups in total. Now I can just put my answer into the original question. 241 divided by 32 equals 7, remainder 17. Let's look at a more difficult example. 9,675 divided by 37. I have set up my bus stop in the same way with a longer tail down here to keep the subtraction sum separate from my partial quotients. Now we do the friendly sums in the same way as in the first example. 137 is 37. So 2 lots of 37 will be double 37. Double 30 is 60, double 7 is 14, so 60 add 14 is 74. So 2 lots of 37 are 74. If we double 2 lots, we get 4 lots of 37, so double 70 is 140, double 4 is 8, 140 add 8 is 148. So 4 lots of 37 are 148. Now we multiply by 10. 10 lots of 37 are 370. If we want 5 lots, we halve 10 lots. So half of 370, half of 300 is 150, half of 70 is 35, 150 plus 35 is 185. Now, when I look at my dividend, this time it's a lot larger than my highest product of 370. So I need to continue with my friendly multiplications. What about 20 lots of 37? I can look at 2 lots of 37 and multiply that by 10. So 2 lots of 37 are 74, so 20 lots of 37 are 74. Similarly, 40 lots of 4 will be 4 lots multiplied by 10. 148 multiplied by 10 is 1,480. So 50 lots will be 5 lots multiplied by 10. So 185 multiplied by 10 is 1,850. Looking at my dividend again, I can see I'm still short of it by a considerable margin. I need to try some larger friendly multiplications. What about 100 lots of 37? I can even multiply 1 lot by 100 or 10 lots by 10. I think I'll multiply 10 lots by 10. So 10 lots of 370 is 3,700. Again, looking at my dividend, 9,675, 3,700 is still quite short of it. So what about 200 lots of 37? If I multiply 20 lots by 10, I will get 200 lots. So 200 lots of 37 is 7,400. Now, when I compare my highest product to my dividend, I can see that I'm pretty close. I'm happy that I'm ready to start taking off chunks. Again, I look down my friendly multiplications to find the highest product that will fit into my dividend. In this case, that's going to be 7,400. So I write the 7,400 beneath my dividend, and I remember to write the 200 because it's 200 lots of 37 beside it. Now I'm going to do my subtraction sum, 9,675 subtract 7,400, remembering to start in the units column in case you need to do any regrouping. So I have 2,275 left of my original dividend, 9,675. Now because this number is larger than my divisor, I still need to look down my friendly sums. Now my highest product that will fit in this time is 1,850, which is 50 lots. So I'm going to write that beneath and do my subtraction sum, 425. So I still have 425 of my original dividend, which hasn't been grouped into 37s. So I still need to continue this process. Now, the largest product, which will fit into 425, is the 370, which is 10 lots of 37. So I've subtract 370, remembering to write the 10 on the outside, and I've got 55 left still. My 55 is still larger than my divisor, so I can still fit in more groups of 37 into this number. So I look back down my friendly sums, and I see that 37 is the biggest number I can fit in this time. So I write 37 beneath my 55, remember to write the 1 on the outside, and do my subtraction sum. Now I have 18 left. Now 18 is smaller than my divisor of 37, so I know I cannot fit in any more groups of 37 into this number. So this must be my remainder. So I need to add up how many groups of 37 I did manage to fit into 9,675. So I've got 250, 61, 261 lots. So 9,675 divided by 37 equals 261, remainder of 18. So that's it, division without any scary numbers, or indeed division. Remember these steps. Draw yourself a long hangman. List some friendly numbers using doubling, halving, multiplying by powers of 10. Remove small chunks at a time, remembering to write how big the chunk is to the side in a circle. Continue in taking off chunks until you are left with either nothing or a remainder smaller than your divisor. Add up the chunks, your partial quotients that you took off. The total of the chunks is your answer, your quotient. Remember to write any answer too. Thanks for listening.